Welcome back, viewers. Today we will be testing the ADX weighted moving average. But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. And as a team, we will all profit from it when we are done. You can find a link to the first video down below in the description, and you should also see it pop up in the top corner right now. There is also a link down below to sign up for TradingView. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Discord is a free group communication platform where we are having great discussions about all things to do with trading. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon. Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the ADX weighted moving average. Before we do though, I wanted to put the indicator scoreboard up for everyone to see. So, to date, we have tested 282 indicators. And out of those 282 indicators, 112 of them have been winners, which means that they have met or exceeded the 60% win-loss ratio threshold that we have set for them. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now, you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. But as we are working on building the best trading system possible, you could take any one of those 112 indicators and get out there and start potentially profitably trading the markets with them now. So go back and watch those videos, make a list of those indicators, and get out there and see what you can do with them. But stick with us here as we work on maximizing your trading profits. Okay, so today's indicator is the ADX weighted moving average. And you can see it here on screen. And so those of you who have been following the channel for some time now knows that we have tested quite a few different moving averages. At one point, we compiled a list of the most common moving averages. I think there was like 6 or 7 of them. And we did some head-to-head testing to see which ones, which moving average would do the best. And so every now and then, though, we will run across a moving average that isn't quite so common. And so this particular moving average is an example of that. So it is a weighted moving average, but it uses the ADX as its kind of as its source to calculate how the moving average functions. And so each time we run across another moving average, we put that one to test and see what it can achieve. And so like the rest of the moving averages, what we are going to do is a price action break of the moving average. And so when price action breaks up above the moving average, that will be a signal to go long. When it breaks down below the moving average, that will be a signal to go short. One thing I did want to check here. Yeah, that's what I thought. So I hadn't changed the... All right, so 30. We did all the rest of the moving average tests on a 30. And so I went ahead and changed the period on this one to a 30 period as well. All right, so now that we know what we're doing, let's go ahead and get on with the testing process. See what we can get out of this. All right, so it looks like we pick up the first signal right here. That would have been a long signal, and almost immediately we get a reversal right there as it turns around and pulls right back down, gives us a signal to then go short. Then we pick up another long signal right there, and it looks like this one, yep, got us to take profit. All right, let's go ahead and keep playing this forward and keep tracking along here. All right, so it looks like we pick up a short right there on that one. And that only gets us to about 40 pips. And it then jumps back up, gives us a long signal right there on that one. And unfortunately, almost immediately comes back down for a short signal right there. I don't believe it made it to 60 pips. Nope, it did not. It was close, but not quite. It looks like it pulls up over here. Let's see what we have here. 723. Let's see, what was the open of this? 7190. So it didn't quite break above on this one. Hold on. So the open of that one was 79299. So it was like exactly on the line. And the close of this one was exactly on the line as well. So neither of those broke above the moving average. And let's actually follow that to see. So it looks like we would have still been good on that one because we wouldn't have been stopped out on that short signal right there. All right, let's see. Then we get a long signal right there. And we pick up, let's see, only been about 50 pips right there. So that would not have gotten us to take profit. Then we pick up that one right there, and that one would have gotten us to take profit. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut some of the video out here, so that way this video doesn't get too long. And I will pick this back up when we get closer to the end of the year. All right, so we are almost to the end of the year now. Let's go ahead and wrap up this last couple of signals that we pick up here. So let's see. Close of this one is 6898. So it did barely cross down below. And that would have gotten us to take profit right there. Let's see on this one. So close is 6887. And so that would have, see, crossed there, but then gapped down over here on this side. Let's see. So technically we wouldn't have entered this gap down right here, so it split from 1 week to another week, and when it did, it gapped down right there. Now we would have been in a long position and we wouldn't have been stopped out yet. Let's see, did we get across here? That's my question. So that is a close of 68812. So we technically would have crossed back up right there, which means that this candle right here would have been a close back down below right before we hit a long right there. And that would have put us at the end of the year right there. Okay, let's see. Let's count these out and see what we get out of it. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, and 23. So we have 23 signals altogether. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. 11 winning trades. So unfortunately, that's not going to meet the 60% criteria. Yeah, this one kind of falls victim to the same problem that most moving averages have, or single line indicators that interact with price action, is the choppiness of the market, where you have these instances where you get a signal to go one direction, then immediately close and back the other direction, then immediately close and back the other direction. And so you see this happen almost every single time a trade takes place. You see that whip back and forth at least once. And so, yeah, it's just, single line interaction with price action, whether it's a moving average or some other type of indicator. It's almost always a moving average. I can't think of, no, there's some other type, like pivot points, stuff like that. But anytime you get a single line that interacts with price action, they just rarely ever have that decent of a win rate. And so I'm just not that fond of moving averages, not for this type of, confirmation or entry, however you want to say it, this kind of a signal. They just don't work very well. That's all I can say about that. There's far better options out there. So, all right, I'm going to stop rambling on here. That's it. Unfortunately, this one's going to go on the no list, and we will move on to the next indicator from here. If you have not already, like this video, share this video, comment below, and subscribe to the channel. Also, turn on the bell notification so that way you are notified anytime I post a new video. So that way you know what indicators we have tested and are testing. Also, there is a link down below to join our Discord server, which is a free group communication platform where we discuss all things trading related. There is also a link down below to TradingView, and if you use that link to TradingView to sign up for an account, you will save a little bit of money. And lastly, there is a link down below to sign up for Patreon. Please sign up for the Patreon and support the channel the best way you can.